Hey, it's Joe Amoia, founder and creator of GPSforlove.com. If you're like most of the members of our GPS for Love community, you're constantly looking for advice. You're looking for tips and strategies that will help you create the results you're looking for in your love life. And so to do that, you read books, you read blogs like this, you watch videos, you listen to Oprah, you listen to Dr. Phil, but you get more confused, don't you? Well, and you're still not getting the results. So that's what we're all about at GPS for Love. We're all about shining light on what's not working and what is working. So I wanted to go over some of the things, some of the really bad advice that you're getting, and to help you realize that simply don't listen. So the first thing that I want to address is something you hear it all the time. Oh, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. Well, you know what? That's a crock of BS. Okay? It's not just like this uniform, okay, it's going to happen for you and it's not going to happen for you. There are reasons why people succeed in anything in life. There's reasons why people have successful business. There's reasons why people are successful at losing weight. There's reasons why people are successful at creating great marriages and relationships. And there's also reasons why people struggle and people fail. And it's not to put judgment on, but I don't want you to think that you just have to sit back and go, okay, it's meant to be, okay? Because that's not how it works. And that kind of leads us into the next one. And this one might be a little controversial. Now, before you unsubscribe, before you send me some vitriolic email, just hear me out on this. And this is that, it's all in God's hands, or it's all in the hands of the universe. Well, you know what? I'm a person of extreme faith, and I believe in a supreme being, and I'm not going to go into my beliefs because my personal, and I will never disrespect your ability to think and believe what you want. But, I see it all the time that, well, it's just in God's hands. It's just in the hands of the universe. And, it's out of my hands. Well, you know what? That's a crock, And unfortunately, I know that's going to piss you off, but it's true that there is no omnipotent being that picks and chooses and says, okay, Mary, you can have a great love life. You can have an awesome marriage. But Betty, you got to suck. You got to be frustrated. You got to date one asshole after another. It's not how it works. One of my favorite phrases is God helps those who help themselves. See, I think life is like a video game. Relationships are like a video game. Everything is already encompassed in the disc. Okay, but the choices and decisions that you make along the way, the things you do and the things you don't do, ultimately determine if you get to your destination, if you achieve the goal, and if you win the game. Okay, so sitting around, sitting back, putting up vision boards, and just going, okay, it's in your hands, and then doing nothing about it isn't going to work. Okay. Now, if you do all that, then you do your part. That's when the magic happens. So there's two parts to that equation. Yes, there is a supreme being that allows the opportunity for you to create those results, but you've also got to then go do your work. There are specific things you've got to do. So if you keep running back to a guy who's a jerk, you keep making excuses for a guy who's not delivering the goods, well, you know what? That's what you're going to get. So there's reasons why people succeed and why people fail. And the last one, and this is another one of my favorite, there's someone out there for everyone. As we say in Jersey, there's an ass for every seat. Well, you know what? I don't believe that's true, because a lot of people go to their graves never having the happy, fulfilling, successful relationship or marriage that they really wanted. And that's simply the sad truth. But that doesn't mean that you can't do it. I know, my mom actually married two great guys. My dad died when she was 41. She met another great guy. She's been married to him now for 26 years. So there's only one person rule. That goes right out the window. So I believe that there'll be as many people or as few people as you need that will help you create the results. And I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. So everything that's happened in your love life is leading you, is the universe, if you want to call it, preparing you to create that great relationship, knocking you over the head, saying, don't keep going back to those jerks. But if you keep going back there, it's not the universe's fault. It's not that the world's out to get you. It's just you. Okay? And that's where you have to take some of your time. That's where you have to do your work. So I wanted to share this today because I wanted to just shine light, because here at GPS we're all about, let's get to the truth. Let's cut through the bullshit. Let's get right down to the nitty-gritty. What needs to happen for you to create the results you desire and deserve? So today we focused on the worst advice you can get in your dating and relationship life. On the next video, we're actually going to talk about the best, because that's what it's all about. So I'm not a negative Nelly. I don't like to shine light on the negative, but I just like to expose the truth, because once you realize where you're at, then it's much easier to see what changes you need to make, what you need to do differently to create the results you desire and deserve. So as always, I'd love to hear from you. Is there some advice that you've gotten from a friend or family member that makes you scratch your head out, that makes you scratch your head or pull your hair out? If so, I'd love for you to share it below. We can all use a good laugh this time of year. As always, it's an honor and privilege to be with you. We'll see you next time. Much love.